Hello? What's up, guys? So Paramoto here. How are you guys doing today? Today, I am doing just fantastic. So today, guys, I want to talk about all those little one-liners that non-motorcyclists will say to people that actually ride motorcycles. Basically, shit that motor muggles say to, people that actually ride and know things. So honestly, we have all heard these little one-liners that non-riders will say. We've all heard them. We've heard them time and time again. We all kind of get fucking sick of them, to be totally honest with you. I just kind of want to laugh and joke around and mention some of the ones that I hear all the fucking time. So the first thing I want to say is something that I hear all the time from people that don't ride motorcycles, especially when they're around Japanese bikes, is they come up to you and be like, hey bro, you got a headlight out. They just did you like the biggest favor in the world, like they just told you that you have a headlight out on your brand new motorcycle. Of course my headlight's not out. And then you explain to them the headlight switch and how it's like, one side is low beam, the other side is high beam, and they're just like, oh, and then just walk away. I've heard that so many times. It never gets old. These moto muggles will get you every time. They're so helpful. So the next thing I say I get, and I still get all the time, is the random person that comes up to you and be like, I would ride, but that person that has every excuse not to ride, but they would ride if it wasn't just so this or just so that. The main thing that I hear is like, oh, I would ride, but I would kill myself on one of those things because I'm just such a wild person. You can't trust me on that. Or I would ride, but you know what? Those things are just so dangerous, They always bring that up about how motorcycles are so dangerous and everything. It's like, it's not really about the dangerous side. Like, you can deal with the danger, you just try to ride safe. That's the biggest thing that, that's something that they say all the time. Oh, I would ride, but it's so dangerous. Or I'd kill myself on one of those because I would ride just so fast because I had those skills. The next thing us motorcycles get all the time, and this always comes from a concerned family member, a girlfriend, a mother, somebody that's actually genuinely looking out for you. You get that stone cold face just like, oh, you ride motorcycles? That's dangerous, and you get that very concerned, like, very motherly thing from them. That very motherly concern. Better be careful out there. Those things are dangerous. You get that all the time from girlfriends, from mothers, other family members and shit. That's something that we've probably all dealt with over the years. So the next thing I want to talk about is the disapproving mother that we all have. We all have this. Don't even lie. Don't even lie. We've all tried to convince mom, dear old mom, that motorcycling is in fact not as dangerous as she would believe, even though it kind of is. I've had a lot of disapproving mothers and girlfriends over the years of the riding. My girlfriends that I've had have always been open to riding, but like they've all started with that disapproving, like, oh, you ride a motorcycle? Oh, those things are dangerous. Better watch out. Basically, my entire riding career, I've ridden sport bikes, and I've heard this time and time again. And that's oh, you ride motorcycles? That's cool. What kind of bikes do you ride? You tell them, I ride a sport bike. And then they always have that story like, oh, well, I got a friend that rides a sport bike. Gotta be careful with those sport bikes. They'll get you in trouble. It's like every bike will get you in trouble. You just gotta know what you ride. You just gotta fucking be careful, That's all it comes down to, is just being fucking careful. Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite ones. Like when somebody finds out that oh, you ride motorcycles. And then it's just like, oh, you ride a crotch rocket? And then they just have that instant disapproval. That instant, like, they see a flash of every crotch rocket that's ever, like, filtered or lane split in their entire life. Just because you said that you ride one. That's, oh my god, I've heard that so many times. That a million fucking times. It's so funny. So the next thing that motor muggles will say all the fucking time is they ask you, oh, what's up with the wave? What's up with the motor wave? Do you wave this way? Do you wave that way? Do you wave this way? They always have something. They always something about the wave. The Harley riders wave at you? You get that shit all the time. People are so intrigued on the wave. Like, oh, do you wave at people? Do you wave back? Do you wave after it's already been initiated, or only when it gets presented to you first? What are the dynamics and chemistry of this said motorcycle wave? I want to know. Very interesting to moto muggles for some reason. The wave, like I guess we have this secret code, like this secret gang sign. It's like a single hand signal that basically encompasses all of sign language all at once, and we can fully communicate with each other effectively and immediately with one hand signal. The next guy I want to talk about is the guy that knows somebody that died riding. What I want to talk about next is the sad guy that knows somebody that got hurt or died riding a motorcycle. This guy will come up to you and, like, you can tell that he always wanted a motorcycle. Like, you can tell that. Like, you can tell that he always liked motorcycles, and he's just like, you find him out by your bike in the parking lot of the grocery store, just looking at it and just eye fucking your motorcycle. So you find this guy outside just eye fucking your motorcycle, and he's just looking at your motorcycle like he's just like watched a funeral. Like he's just looking down at the casket that is your motorcycle, and he's just like staring at it. He's out in the parking lot just staring at it like he's looking into a casket. You know, and you go up to him, it's like, hey man, what's going on? You know, and you just have some of our typical bike, just small talk, back and forth, banter, niceties that us motorcyclists share with other people because we're nice people generally. And he's just like, yeah, this is a nice bike. Cousin Ricky, he just died on something just like this, you know? And he's real sad. Like he's reliving his cousin Ricky's fucking funeral right in front of your eyes. And he's just like shaking his head slightly and just like, Ricky's bike was just like this, reminds me a lot of him. And he's like, you better be careful out here, man. Like, what am I supposed to say to this? Like, I'm sorry about your cousin Ricky? Like, I didn't get the invitation to Ricky's funeral. I'm sorry for not showing up, I guess. Like, what do you want me to do, man? All good though, guys. It's so important to stay positive when somebody comes up to you about your bike, because you're an ambassador. You're an ambassador to motorcycles. You know, a lot of people already have a bad view of a lot of us motorcyclists, and this is really an opportunity to try to make it positive for them, you know, and just kind of make motorcycles look a little bit better than what they do, you know. So when somebody comes up to you and likes your bike, wants to talk about your bike, just go for it. Tell them everything they want to know. Let them start them up like I did with Jonathan way back in the day. If you're an old school subscriber, you'll know what I'm talking about. Well, it's just such a good feeling. And you know what, honestly, a lot of these guys, they come up to talk to us just because they're too scared. They're too scared to do this, you know, and they're living vicariously through us. It's kind of imperative that we're nice to them and we kind of try to ambassador them into the hobby. You know, some of them won't be kicking the tires and actually getting a motorcycle. So guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I need likes more than I ever did, and I would love to hear your comments. I answer every comment that I get. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to watch some more videos. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Again, I know I already said it and I don't mean to be annoying, but hit that subscribe button. Alright guys, I'll see you guys on the next video. Deuces.